Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that when we take a closer look at Deadpool and Wolverine, aka Deadpool 3, this is the one movie that Disney's truly banking on and are desperately hoping that it makes at least a decent profit at the box office around all movie theaters around the globe. They really are crossing their fingers with this one, yet at the same exact time, it seems like they are in self-sabotage mode, with Bob Iger and Kevin Feige really endlessly and in a stubborn fashion really attempting to insert DEI elements into the third act of the film amid the upcoming reshoots planned for the end of April leading into the end of May. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. So, one great thing about Ryan Reynolds, and I've pointed this out several times, yes I know, is that he is an actor much like Henry Cavill, which he does stand for the fans, he stands for and defends the source material and what's right when it comes to a product, in this scenario, a movie about Deadpool, and of course Wolverine. Now, when you look at everything related to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we know that 2023 was an absolute disaster for them. Ant-Man 3 didn't do well, and if you look at the Marvels, that was like the abomination of 2023, let's be real about that. That was the worst box office opening in MCU history, and that's all it really has going for it, alright? Aside from the terrible acting, the terrible writing, and the direction of the film. Focusing on 2024 now, this is the only Marvel Cinematic Universe movie coming out for the entire year. Make no mistake, it's the only film arriving for that overall universe this whole year, and they really are banking on this film. Now, one thing about Bob Iger has a lot to do with the ongoing Deadpool 3 drama. Now, specifically with Bob Iger and Kevin Feige desperately entering to damage control over the Marvel Universe, which will be full of complications for 2025, such as the Captain America 4 drama. We'll talk more about that in the week. One major development has much to do with the marketing for Deadpool 3 and the current situation between both Ryan Reynolds and Jimmy Kimmel and how it's near similar to what's been going on with Joy Behar. One significant update to this drama is that some weeks after Ryan decided to drop out and cancel his appearance on the Jimmy Kimmel live show in June for the marketing of Deadpool 3 after Kimmel refused and restricted Ryan to deliver a series of his own written jokes that Bob Iger also found to be way too offensive for the program. Kimmel was offered a serious payout from the Walt Disney Company, similar to what was going on with Joy Behar, when she was offered $10 million from Disney to do the one-on-one interviews with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, and later denied that after the deal went into flames. After a near similar situation just erupted where Kimmel was promised by Disney to receive a $5 million bonus or pay increase for his $15 million salary that would have bumped it up to $20 million, this is now no longer happening, as a recent decision in one of their emergency meetings took place after Reynolds refused to go on Jimmy Kimmel Live by this June to promote Deadpool and Wolverine. Kimmel is now reportedly no longer receiving his $5 million pay increase, and now, get this, Bob Iger and the board are said to be investing that $5 million into the social media marketing campaign for Deadpool 3 instead, in a desperate move to further promote the film, after Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Shawn Levy all are making a stand to not appear on any ABC-run programs unless they drop their push for DEI being the center of the conversation and attention. Kimmel is said to be furious about this recent move by Disney, and it's of course not just about the money, but rather this reportedly of course shattered his ego so much since he knew Ryan Reynolds, of course dressed up as Deadpool in a tuxedo on the show, was going to improve his ratings much like Joy Behar believed with The View. In addition to that, Kimmel's scene and cameo in the movie that was shot months ago was also recently axed/cancelled and deleted after the drama between Jimmy and Ryan. Already, Kimmel is demanding to reinstate his cameo scene in the first half of Deadpool 3 and his second scene that was mapped out and planned for the reshoots in, of course, this month leading into May. Both of which was, of course, mapped out for the reshoots on top of that. Now, both of which involve Deadpool and Wolverine fighting a new foe on stage in front of the Jimmy Kimmel Live show while he's hosting it. That was the nature of the scene that got axed. Kimmel was also in the talks with Disney, though it wasn't finalized yet, that having Hugh Jackman on the show to stay in character as Wolverine by comedically making nasty reactions to questions as a comedy bit was going to offer Kimmel another $3 million for the one episode. Both Kimmel and Iger also believed this would improve the ratings of the Jimmy Kimmel Live show and would also drag in new viewers in turn of that. Even though, of course, Hugh Jackman did not want to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live, since Bob Iger and Kimmel both agreed that DEI and the importance surrounding it was going to be the main focus of the interview with both actors in separate episodes. Now guys, let me stop here quick. Now, look, we have people all associated with ABC that are just the defenders of the Walt Disney Company, alright? Not a shocker, since ABC is owned by Disney. For those of you that do not know, I'm sure that many of you already know this, but Good Morning America, The View, and the Jimmy Kimmel Live show are all an abomination. They really are. They are Disney defender shows. They will defend Disney through and through, based on any kind of backlash that they are receiving and or going through right now at the time. These are the very programs that are about to have Leslie Headland of the Acolyte series on to do one-on-one interviews to promote the Acolyte amid the ongoing backlash surrounding that new Star Wars show. Now, with that being said, alright, I think that Ryan made a very great move here that's going to just scream support for the true Marvel fans and the true Deadpool fans at heart. We know that Ryan has desperately been trying to get this movie made to begin with, to really make it all possible, and he has wanted to make a third film for ages now. So moving onwards, alright, this also of course comes in the wake of how Bob Iger decided to do some cutbacks on the production of Deadpool 3's budgeting with the looming reshoots, which some argue, by the way, will make those final touches come across as appearing cheaply done and or rushed, something that both Ryan and Shawn Levy, the director, are also worried about based on Disney's direction. Now again, the reshoots for Deadpool 3 are already working both in Ryan's favor and in Disney's favor, so it is like a tug-of-war scenario. There's already this push by Ryan to give Henry Cavill a very big cameo in Deadpool 3. This is why I like to compare the two actors, because they're kind of associated now. They are both ones that defend the fans, and yet, ironically, they may very well be both in the same exact movie that's under Disney's wing, but they are going against Disney. So, the whole push for Cavill's improvement, of course, or insertion, I should say, into the improved reshoots for Deadpool 3 that are being pushed by Ryan and crew to kind of take over what Disney's trying to do, comes also in the wake of how She-Hulk actress Tatiana Maslany lost her spot in the reshoots, and Henry Cavill is planning to take that over. We're not quite sure what the cameo is, but the rumblings are that he will either be a Wolverine variant, Captain Britain, or just some new unknown Marvel character. So overall, I would love to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.